is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about this awesome game that Nintendo just dropped. That's right, Super Smash Bros. Melee. I don't know why I'm holding a Pokemon card, but Super Smash Bros. Melee. Just kidding. We are here to talk about, what's that? A rumor? No rumors this time. We're talking about the new Nintendo Switch that was just released, that was just announced. And I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on it and letting you know how I feel about it. And yeah, let's go from there. But before we get started, guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome content. And definitely don't forget to share this video to your friends, because your friends need to become a part of the collective community. Like, you guys got to do it. Come on. Let them miss out on this awesome opportunity. Alright guys, so the Nintendo Switch Pro has been literally rumored and speculated to death. Everyone's been talking about it since 2019, and honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of talking about it, but here we are again because we actually got an announcement today. So Nintendo basically woke us up to this awesome video of a new Switch that has a bunch of improvements, quality of life improvements, all that stuff. And initially, like when I woke up, I jumped on my YouTube, I saw this video, and I was like, oh my god, this is really happening. At first, I was like, this has to be a joke. There's no way this is real. There's absolutely no way this is really happening. But then, upon further inspection, I saw that it was Nintendo of America that released this video. And because of that, it's obviously legit. So we are getting a new Nintendo Switch. They're calling it the OLED model. Now that's where I started to get a little bit worried. And why might you say that? Obviously, if you guys have seen some of my videos before, as far as talking about the Switch Pro, I've definitely talked about me wanting an OLED screen for the Nintendo Switch. And basically, here's how I feel about that. I'm really glad that the Nintendo Switch is getting an OLED screen. That's really awesome. It's getting all of these new improvements. It's got 64 gigs of memory. It's got a new kickstand that actually holds the Switch up, and it has 3 different notches too. So it's not just the one setup, not the one way to have it set up. You can also have it in other ways, basically. Really cool, really awesome that they're doing that. But 2 little things that they kind of glanced over just a bit. One, they didn't really talk about specs at all. And I know that Nintendo always does this because, they're not really driven by specs or any of that kind of stuff. They don't really care about that very much. What they care about is providing an awesome experience. And that is awesome, and I really appreciate them for doing that. But here's what the problem lies. That chipset that the Nintendo Switch has had for the last 4 years, it was outdated when the Switch came out. And that was 4 years ago. Now right now, this chipset is basically a fossil. And for some unknown reason, they're bringing it over to the new Switch. And I have no idea why they're doing that. It makes no sense at all. It literally makes no sense at all. It's literally like you're slapping a new coat of paint on a car that's just about to break down. You just got you're gonna fuel it up one more time, go down the street, and it's just gonna break. Why would you do that? I don't get it. Now I'm hoping that Nintendo kind of goes backwards and sees a lot of the negative press, because yes, that's exactly what's happening right now. A lot of people are really excited about the new Switch, but at the same time, they're not excited about it. It's like Nintendo always does that. They go 80%. They go 80%. But that little 20% is the little bit that would have put them overboard and would have made the Switch Pro or Switch OLED literal perfection, is the one thing that they leave out. The one thing that it desperately needed the most. Yes, I wanted an OLED screen. and I am so hyped that this Switch is getting one. But if I had to choose between an OLED screen and a spec boost, I'm going spec boost all the way. I got a LG C10 downstairs that, you know, the Switch looks really good on it, but could it look better? Heck yeah, it could. And it doesn't even have to be like, they don't have to have native 4K on it. Like, we've already proven this time and time again. That's one of the rumors that we've beaten to death, basically. Everyone pretty much said that if it had DLSS technology, it could make the games look like they're 4K. Heck, some of the games even look better than 4K. And I'm talking native 4K rendering. Some of the games look better on that DLSS tech than they do native 4K. So what are we even doing here? But yeah, I digress. So it kind of sucks. It sucks because I'm so mad. I'm so mad that Nintendo did this, because I was watching the video and I was so hype. Like, it looks amazing. The Nintendo Switch, it's all white and it looks real sleek, and it's got a new dock, and the dock is redesigned and it looks really cool. And we finally got that Ethernet port that should have been on the original Switch, but now it's here, so I'm glad we have it at all. Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. Like, if you were to look at both Switches side by side, like you just walk into GameStop and you look at both of them and you're like, wow, this is a $50 price difference. Yeah, like, you'd go with the bigger, cooler looking one because it looks amazing. But us, fans of the Nintendo Switch since day one, we already know we've had that. And I mean, I can basically prove right here how many Switches I've bought. I got a couple more laying around the house, but I didn't feel like going to get them to prove my point. But basically, it sucks because I like to play the big Nintendo games, Zelda Breath of the Wild, all that kind of stuff. I like to play them on the TV because I have this really, really awesome OLED TV that I spent thousands of dollars on. I'd love to play it on that, but no 4K. Not even a good enough upscale. And my TV does a really good job of upscaling it, but imagine if the Switch did that too. Imagine how much better those games would look. And let's not even talk about the fact that a lot of the games that are on Switch are kind of struggling. They don't really look as good as they could. They're not running as good as they could. Look at the Zelda, what's it called? The Calamity. I'll put it up on the screen so you guys know. But yeah, it's the Koei Tecmo game. That game drops frames so hard all the time that I honestly was just like, I don't even feel like playing this because of the fact that it just looks so bad most of the time. Did it get an update? No. Is the Switch getting an update? Doesn't look like it. And there's a lot of games that are like this. And this is also what happened to the Wii. Third-party developers did not want to develop their games on the Wii because of how underpowered it was. They'd literally end up having to make a whole new game. We can't have this same thing happen to the Switch, especially right now in the middle of its cycle. Because I do believe that the Switch is an 8 to 10 year console. We can't have it happen to the Switch right now. This would basically be catastrophic. Look at how good it's been selling. What's it, past 100 million? 120 million now? We could keep it going if it had an actual upgrade, an actual boost to the actual Switch system. Not just the same old thing with a new coat of paint on it and a pretty screen and new speakers and 64 gigs of internal storage. Like, I care about that. I have a 1 terabyte micro SSD. Why would I care about that? But yeah, guys, all in all, this was a really, really awesome unveiling for Nintendo to do that, and I'm really excited for it, but at the same time I'm pretty disappointed too that they would just be so ignorant as to just announce this new awesome looking console and then not give anything spec wise. Nothing. Not once was it mentioned in the trailer. But yeah, that's basically where we are with that, and Nintendo will do what Nintendo does. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. And I know that it has been a while. I took a little bit of a break, you know, just because E3 was pretty heavy. That was a lot of work and editing videos and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I appreciate the support. The support has been literally through the roof. Like, just a few days ago, we were just at 650 subscribers, which is just like insane. Like, the more and more videos we make and the closer we get to this 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm just like, I honestly cannot believe that we're even this close. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Alright guys, we will see you on the next video. Peace.